Hello and welcome to Learning Business Central with Infusion Solutions. My name is Allison Ferris and I'm a software consultant here at Infusion. To tell you a little bit about Infusion, we've been in the Microsoft channel for over 20 years now. We're located in Knoxville, Tennessee, and we specialize in creative solutions and integrations within the Microsoft stack. We have customers located throughout the U.S. in a variety of industries. We specialize in distribution, not-for-profit, higher education, healthcare, and we have a tailored solution for the wine and spirits industry. We offer consulting services on business processes, integration services, Power Platform development, Dynamics GP support, and Business Central implementation, development, and support. To tell you a little bit about me, my name is Allison Ferris once again, and I'm a software consultant. I'm also a certified Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central functional consultant, and I've been with Infusion for close to a year and a half now, but I've been in the accounting field for over 25 years. I have 3 children, and I recently moved to Tennessee from New York. An interesting fact about me is I've recently been learning to kayak since I live near the lake here, and it's a great place to do so. Customers and the customer card in Business Central. I'm going to cover the basic layout of the customer card and some of the key fields on there and how to enter new customers. We get to our customer card by going to the Tell Me search and entering all or part of the word customer here. And we can get to the customer list. I'm going to choose one of my customers and it opens up their customer card. Just an overview of the layout of the card. At the very top, I've got a couple of buttons up here where I can add a new customer or delete a customer, share it with someone, or make it read-only. And I have a nice option here to make the window a wide view, a little easier to see. At the top, I have my action bar with many menu items, and mine is displayed here in 2 rows because I have the second row pinned. And that's optional, but I like to see all my options, my choices here automatically. The card is broken out into several fast tabs. The first one being the general fast tab. And just to show a little bit, I'm going to demonstrate. I can show all the fields in the tab as shown now, or I can choose show less, and that's only going to show the relevant fields that I've chosen. And I can set those up using personalization. I can also collapse the entire tab, and it's set up to only show me the customer name here when collapsed. I'm just going to demonstrate the personalization here. In the settings gear, I choose personalize, and I'm going to say that I would like the customer's balance to also show to me when I collapse the tab. So that's all I'm going to change here on my personalizing. And when I collapse the tab now, I see the customer's name and how much they owe me. So that's kind of nice. Even if the tab isn't open, I can still see that relevant information. The General Fast tab starts out with a customer number, which is automatically assigned if you have number series set up. I enter my customer's name here, credit limit if they have one. If the customer's on hold, I can block them for shipments, invoices, or both. I set up my document sending profiles from here, and that would be the format that I want to use to send correspondence to my customer. Let's say I would like to print it, email it, save it to a file, or all of the above, or none of the above, and I can set multiple sending profiles per customer and choose one and specify it as the default. If I do elect to send it to printer, I have the option to have it prompt me for settings that I can set up before printing. So that's a nice feature. There are some flow fields here that have drill-in capability. I can look at my customer's balance that's due and get a list of those invoices when I click on it. The Address and Contact Fast tab contains my customer's main address, their main email address that'll be used in correspondence, unless specified otherwise. It has my main contact person's name here. In the Invoicing Fast tab, I specify tax information, enter a tax exemption number if the customer has that, and most importantly, I specify my posting groups here. And these posting groups will determine which GL accounts my transactions are posted to for this customer. I can set up pricing and discounts here for the customer, allowing line discounts. Say if they order a certain quantity of an item, I can offer a percentage off, or an overall invoice discount can be set up. If the total invoice is $10,000, I can offer a 10% discount to the customer automatically. The Payments Fast tab is where I would set payment terms, like net 30 or COD. I also would turn on statement printing availability here. I would recommend always having that on for customers. The Shipping Fast tab, I can specify a shipping method I may want to use for this customer. And at the bottom I have statistics. All the balance, payment, and sales statistics, and those also have drill-in capability. It'll open up the list of items that make up those amounts. My aged accounts receivable appears here in a nice graphical format. At the top, I have a fact box available here on my customer with the details like counts, how many ongoing sales we've got, how many posted sales invoices, and these are drill-in. I get a list of those 59 invoices there. A select few of statistics are here as well. Total payments, last receipt date, overdue amounts, also drill-in. And the other tab in the fact box will show any attachments I've added for the customer, links to websites, or any notes I may have put in. I can just put in text of my choice here. And when I save it, it says that I was the person who added this note on this date. That can be edited or deleted as needed. And I can hide this fact box if I don't need to see it right now. In my action bar, I have several things I can do. I can add additional contacts for the customer. I can send an email to the customer. And if I do that through Business Central, those will be tracked. And I can see the history of those emails here. I can add new documents, create transactions like orders or invoices for my customer. Set up special prices for the customer. If it's other than the normal price for the item, say this customer gets a special deal, I can set that up. I can offer line discounts and set those up. I can view details on my customer. I can look at all their ledger entries, the posted invoices and payments they've had. I can sort that, ascending or descending, just by clicking. I can see my attachments here that were available in that fact box we just looked at. I can also set up different document layouts for this customer. If I would like to send different invoice forms, I can have one format that I send to the billing office and a different format that I send to the sales office. And I can also specify different email addresses to send those to, if it's different from the one in the main contact information, in the main email address on the customer card. I can also set up different shipping addresses for my customer if they have different warehouses I might want to ship to, or different locations. I can launch reports on my customer, run a statement, account details, etc. I can perform actions like posting cash receipts from this customer, or register payments, which is a little quicker way to do that. I can offer overall invoice discounts here. I can set up, let's say, if the customer spends $10,000 total on the invoice, they get 10% off. That can be set up here as well. I can set recurring sales lines if there's a regular item I bill to the customer at regular intervals. I can launch reports like my aged AR and others here. To add a customer, as I mentioned, we can use the plus sign up here to add and open up a brand new blank customer card where we fill out all of the fields. Or there's a nice way we can easily add a customer using, under Actions, Functions, using what's called a template. We can create templates which are saved field defaults for certain fields we may want to fill out, such as the payment terms or the shipping method for a certain group of customers. It's always going to be the same. Those fields on the customer card will come through pre-filled if I apply a template. A nice way to use templates is to allow the posting groups to be pre-selected and pre-filled for users, so they don't have to be determining those possibly incorrectly and impacting GL accounts. We can set up nice templates for them to use for different categories of customers, and those posting groups would automatically be assigned with the template. If you have any questions, would like more information, or next steps to see how Business Central